Hey gamers! So this last week we've had some streaming announcements for gaming from Google in the form of Stadia and Apple in the form of the Apple Arcade. So let's have a little look at what these involve and what I think about this development in gaming. Is streaming the future, or is it just going to be one of those things? We're going to start with Stadia, so let's get going.
So I kept that bit in just because I thought it was quite impressive.
It's great to be here. Thank you all for joining us. I suppose I should start out with a confession. I'm actually not a big gamer, though I do play FIFA 19 quite a bit.
Boo!
And really enjoy how immersive it is.
This is Stadia. Gather round.
So here comes the bit where Phil Harrison gets down to brass tacks and tells us what we're actually here for.
It's such a pleasure to be here today, and thank you for joining us at GDC as we finally get to share Google's vision for the future of games. And joining us here in the audience today, I'm delighted to welcome the CEO and co-founder of Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot. Thank you, Yves.
Yves Guillemot plays Pokemon Go and he's Team Valor. Okay, now this is where it instantly started to impress me. The fact that I could be sat here watching a game trailer on YouTube. At the end card, you've got the Play Now button. You click it, and you're away with the game. I would love to see how this works in practice on a phone or on the Mac I'm using now to edit this video. Really impressed.
No download, no patch, no update, and no install. Stadia offers instant access to play.
Hang on. Did I just hear that right?
No patch, no update, and no install. Stadia offers instant access to play.
Strong claim, but not having to worry about patches. Okay.
Our platform vision for Stadia is to reduce the friction between getting excited about a game and playing a game. On Stadia, you just need to click on a YouTube video or link, and you can be playing your game instantly. With Stadia, this waiting game will be a thing of the past.
Again, awesome in theory, but for people like me with lower grade internet connections, I'm a little bit dubious about that.
A key benefit of our platform is that a single creative vision and a single code base can now be enjoyed instantly across any screen. This new generation of gaming is not a box.
So realistically, the only extra hardware you'll need in your house is the controller if you want one, and the Chromecast if you want to play it on the big TV.
And we're about to show this to you now. This is not a concept, it's not a test, this is real. So imagine you've just discovered that game for the first time, you're running it on the Chrome browser, and here it is on a Pixelbook running the Chrome OS. There is basically no hardware acceleration on that laptop whatsoever, and the game is running directly from our data center. It's then easy and instantaneous to move that same game experience from exactly that moment onto the phone, here on a Pixel 3 XL. Once again, no loss in quality, and we can go straight onto the desktop PC. We actually went to buy the least powerful PC we could find here. And we could enjoy the same vision that the developer had, the same high-quality 1080p stream at 60 frames per second, and the full game vision, regardless of the hardware that you're using. And then it's once again seamless to go from running on our PC to running on a tablet. In this case, once again, running the Chrome OS on a Pixel slate. And then finally, we then move seamlessly to the TV. And so this TV is accessed using this, which is a Chromecast Ultra HDMI streamer. There is no console required to reach this experience. Thanks, Khaled. Great presentation.
Okay, yeah, that was about the point when I was watching this where I was pretty much friggin' sold. I'm not going to lie to you. That was impressive. I'm intrigued to see how it'll pan out in the real world, but that's what the pricing is going to dictate as to whether I'll be showing you guys one of these or not. Also, I can't help but wonder how this is going to affect streamers, because it's alright having a decent download speed to play the game, but what about an upload speed for streaming out?
It has been uniquely designed to enhance the experience for the Stadia player. I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of the Google hardware family, the Stadia controller.
And this is where my interest dropped. Like I said on Twitter when I first saw this, in a post from Maz Gaming, that just looks like one of the third-party pieces of crap that I would give my friends to be player 2 on a 2-player game when I didn't have multiple official controllers for my console. I really hope it's a lot more ergonomic than it looks.
And the best experience for players. In addition to the standard functions you'd expect to see on a modern game controller, the Stadia controller features 2 very important new buttons. The capture button,
which isn't really all that new given that it's on PS4 and Switch already,
is for sharing and saving your game experience back out to YouTube. And the second one is the Google Assistant button. Pressing this button allows players to immediately access the controller's built-in microphone so they can get help from the assistant for special in-game features integrated by developers.
Well, that's an interesting idea, and why does the controller have the Konami code on the back?
In addition to the stream you get as a player, there is a second simultaneous stream at 4K 60 frames per second that you can choose to share directly to YouTube from the Stadia data center.
Okay, that's kind of handy for streamers, but I'm curious about how you do overlays or any other platform like Twitch or Facebook.
Instead, we have built a truly flexible, scalable, and modern platform that allows us to push performance beyond what was previously considered possible. And here's how the graphical power of Stadia compares to the top 2 consoles in the market.
Okay, now those numbers are quite impressive.
Thank you.
But the rest of the presentation is numbers. So let's move over and see what we were getting from the competition with Apple Arcade. So there wasn't a great deal of footage for this that wasn't watermarked to all hell. So I've got you scrolling through the website here. Sorry it's a bit stuttery, but we're running video in the background of an 8-year-old Mac. So we've got over 100 groundbreaking new games where they're focusing on storytelling. So it's going to be very indie gaming based from the look of this. Or you can play on one subscription, no ads or purchases, great, switch between all your devices. Play offline, which is something Google don't allow with Stadia. And then of course there's the family sharing, and the Apple do not share your data with anybody. So let's have a look at a couple of the titles that we've got going on here. So there's Where Cards Fall, which is a narrative puzzle game. The Pathless, which is an adventure title. A Lego game, great. And I've downloaded a couple of trailers. So here we've got Hot Lava. Now this to me looks, from a gameplay perspective, very much like some sort of cross between Mirror's Edge and obviously the childhood game The Floor is Lava. Definitely has me intrigued, and of the games I've seen, one of the ones that I would quite like to give a go. Then next we've got Oceanborn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm. When I first saw this trailer, I was blown away by how beautiful it all looks, and then I saw the hero. You tell me that there is no influence in this game at all from Breath of the Wild, and I will call you a liar. It looks very Zelda, but that is in no way a criticism, because it looks beautiful, just like Breath of the Wild. And again, like Hot Lava, easily one of the ones that I'm most anticipating playing. So then we've got Beyond a Steel Sky, the sequel to Beneath, and there's going to be lots more coming in the future. Frogger in Toy Town and Sonic Racing as two of the big names that they've got under their belts already. So when does it all kick off? It's coming autumn time, or fall if you're American. At the moment there's not a great deal of info available, so you'd have to enter your email address and take it from there.
So as you can see, pretty impressive offerings from both. Now, I'll be honest, before I started recording all this, I really wanted to hate on both. I've always, as you could have told from the games tour, you know, I've always been a fan of having a physical library actually there, so I can just pick it up, slam it in the console, and I'm away. But this, for more of a casual gamer, certainly seems like a good idea. Depending on what sort of pricing structure they go for as well, it could turn out to be quite good. My initial knee-jerk reaction was, oh hell no, when I was just looking at things that were posted on Twitter. But now I've actually sat through and watched the footage and seen what they're saying, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested. I really would. But anyway, thanks for tuning in today, guys, and listening to me waffle on. I'll hope to see you again soon. If you liked what I put together, you know, there's the like and dislike buttons down below. Subscribe if you really want to, because I'd love to hit that magic 100,000 just so I can start making some money through ad revenue again. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.